Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth Banto. So we're back in our Northern Alliance town once again. The blizzard we had the last time has gone by us, so we did survive it. We rescued our people with going inside of here, so we actually made it. So that is pretty awesome. And since latest video, I've been thinking about a little bit of designing a few stuff and things like that. So I have a few things that I've been doing. So I made another new house, which is this one, which is called a Northern Dining Hall. So I kind of like what I did with this one. It ended up looking pretty nice. The very last thing I did was adding these things for adding some windows here. So I think that created a little bit more interesting style for it. But I would like to add more things to this later on. So once we get a carpenter, I might want to add in some decoration from them, like shields, like Viking shields and stuff. That would be awesome. Maybe even hang them at the side. We will see. But I hope you guys like how it looks. So this is the inside of GAT. It doesn't have that many things. I see I also have to change a few things. Like these blocks, they're gonna be just as a wall. Gonna tick that one. Rotate to normal. That way we will get the correct way when we're trying to view inside of the house. So make sure that arrow is facing away from us. Okay, so there we go, a little bit of fixing. So for this upper part, first I was thinking of having some place where we can have something, like store some items or beds or something, but then I felt like if I want to have some tables here in the middle, for example, then they're gonna be in the way for a nice ladder or stairs to go up, I think. So I decided to make these kind of lanterns instead, so they hang down from up there. So it is very, very open here. I might maybe add something later or something. We will see. But I think overall it looks pretty nice. I like the flooring. And then we got a little fireplace here. And also some nice decorations sitting here, these stones. So like I said, I'm probably gonna add more decorations later. We have a little bit of furs and stuff. But I really don't have that many things yet to play around with. So I will most likely be adding more over time to this place. But I hope you guys like the overall look for it. So there we go. He has fixing a few tags around. That's nice. So I hope you guys like that one. And I did some tiny changes to the gate here. I lowered them by 1 block here. And another thing I did was when I made this part here, I didn't do anything over it. So I was thinking that, oh, maybe I should make it actually go above here. Because if this was possible to, you know, go down, then, you know, we should make it higher up. Just make it look a tiny bit better. I might also change a few colors here. Because this one, we have one hiding under here. I guess this kind of works. Might go this way. I might change a few things with this, so these holes totally match everywhere. That's pretty good. And then I made another thing for fun, which is not really Viking or Northern Alliance related at all. So I made this thing. I've seen some of these in the forum before, and I thought like, oh, it would be fun to make my very own. It's not sure we will use this or anything for this town, but it was kind of like an idea to have as for like bunny people. That was kind of fun, and it's not done, It doesn't have really anything on the inside here. But I think it was a cool idea that I want to take further. So we will see if we can use it later. Let me know what you guys think about it. But this one I'm probably going to use, and that's going to be a place to gather and eat and stuff. And I also have this house, which is a smaller little Viking house that also might need a little bit more work. And this is mostly a living place. I still need to do the fireplace, and I kind of like the idea of having it in the middle, but at the same time I think the size of this house is maybe perhaps too small for having it in the middle. Maybe. We will see. So it's gonna put the tag on the roof. I think we're gonna play around with that a little bit later. We're already busy building a little bit. It seems we got a few people stuck up here. So BANTO the Defender. See, he got a nice little bag on his back. That's kind of cool. So let's go inside of here, and we're just gonna teleport BANTO down. So if they get stuck, you can tick this little thing, click that, and you can send them wherever they want to go. Not too far away though. There's a limit to how far, and you can only do it I think once a day. So you can't abuse it to teleport. A group of small quarry has arrived with stone to sell. It could be kind of worth actually us to buy a little bit of stone, since we're gonna use quite a bit of it. But I wonder if we have something that we wanna trade. We can trade some of these. Some bones. Food, I think I want to keep all the food for now. And let's buy a little bit of stone. So, oh, can't find any food. So another thing, I spoke with Danny, he made some comments, one of the guys that is working with Project Ace, the huge mod that we're using here. So he let me know about the tools. So your work is, they have these tools. If you go inside of here, we have equipment. So for the moment we have bronze, working hammer, pickaxe and axe. And once you upgrade these, you will be able to farm better, higher quality resources from like trees, while mining and stuff like that. And those are required to make high quality items. So I think that is a really cool little tiny progression thing, pretty awesome. And I'm also gonna try to be more careful about the weather, guys. So apparently there are like 3 kind of different weathers when it comes to cold. So let me see so I get them correctly, like he said to me, Danny. The first one is called chilly, cold and then freezing. And the Northern Alliance have protection against the very first one with their standard clothing. That's one of their benefits they have. And we will also be able to put the fire pit here, so I was trying to put this one here. This is 5 by 5, but the normal fire pit is just 3 by 3, and the reason this is 5 by 5 is because when you upgrade it later it will increase in size, so it has those extra blocks just in case, you know, when you can upgrade it, so it doesn't go too big where it shouldn't be. So clothing, we should be working a little bit with that. Let's see how Weaver is doing. Okay, for the moment we're out of a bundle of fiber. We had quite a lot of fiber before. I'm not entirely sure where we got it from. Because these are for herbs. I guess we got it from the winter moss. And we do have one here. Source of course fiber. I wonder how many you get from just one of them. Maybe that's a pretty decent amount considering how much fiber we had before. We had like 20 to 30 in fiber. Let's see what we get. Okay, let's see with Weaver. Might be easier to see that way. So maybe we got like 3 from one of them. So we definitely want to harvest some more of those. I have quite a few over here that I want to go and harvest because we don't have that many options of where we could go. Ooh, what's this thing? A snow yak? Ooh, that is so cool. Look at that, guys. Have another blizzard, so we should probably head inside, guys. Gonna rally my people. A strong and wild ruminant, an older relative to the gentler Mumu. That's a fun little name. So some yak out there, they're looking pretty mighty and also very fluffy and cute, so that's nice. So we rally them in here, but they will keep warm also next to this fire. And apparently the way it works with clothing for the moment, you can upgrade clothing for workers, but for professions like a carpenter, a blacksmith, a trapper maybe even, they don't really have any clothing yet, and they're still in like stages to decide what kind of clothing they will get to protect against the cold or against the heat. And also the archer has some, as I understood it, I think some basic protection against it, if I didn't get it wrong. And how you can see that is actually these things. So she's bundled. I think lightly bundled is maybe against chilly, and then bundled is against it says against cold weather. Okay, yeah, so that's the second. So chilly is the first one, cold is the second one, and the third one is called freezing. And right now it is freezing, I think, so she would take damage when she's outside. But all these people, they really need to stay on the inside, but as I also understand it, they can't really, I don't think they can really die by it, because I think it said something that they can only go down to like 40%, so I think they're still safe to be outside. But they will be very, very slow down, so if I let them out a little bit, they shouldn't die, hopefully. And also want to check another thing that Danny said here. So we did find this pretty cool log out here, like this one. So they have a little secret thing that I didn't know about. So down here we have a little button, look at this thing. Car furniture. Order the carpenter to transform this big piece of old wood into something new and fashionable. And we don't have a carpenter yet, so nothing we can really do with that. But they also said there should be some like some marble rocks that you can find, and I'm guessing that the mason will do something similar with those rocks, but I'm not entirely sure exactly how they look, or if I have perhaps already accidentally mined it, if that is possible. So maybe sending my way out here is not the best, so far away. And if we want to keep people warm also, we can spread around some fires around town, like put more of these out. And I think maybe, I'm not entirely sure about this one, but the stone brazier, I think this one will also make them warm. A small fire pit that provides comfort and warmth at night. Warning, do not drop anything in while it is lit. And I'm not sure if they made so this one actually requires firewood. It might require it, so not entirely sure. I think I might make a few of them. Maybe we can spread them around town a bit, so we can heat up our town. Oh, look at that, we can make some better weapons, guys. So another cool thing with Project A is if you do have footmans, you can also decide kind of what weapons they're gonna use, like if they're gonna use a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon, or are they gonna use a shield and a weapon, or will they use dual wielding so they can actually wield two weapons at the same time. So this one works as an offhand stone hatchet. Inflict status slightly out of balance, inflicting a bit of less damage due to it being out of balance. Okay. But we don't have any of footmans yet. I guess we can make two anyway. This shield is really cool, I like that one, looks really nice. And now we can do stone archery targets, so we maybe should do some. I have some error messages about them though, so I think there might be perhaps some bug currently with it. Hopefully it will be fixed not too far from now. Let's see here. We should name some people. I got a few more names on the list here. So we got this person, this girl, with really good stats. Ina and Trolls. So that is 3 people that I'm gonna be naming today. Wild game sighted, so there's a wild game out there. Maybe we want to go and hunt them down. Send our hunting party over there. So this person is gonna be Cinnabon's YouTube. I think that is for YouTube. Welcome to town, hope you're gonna have a great time here. And Trolls, who loves mushrooms with a really good mind, could be a really good crafter, is gonna be Pepper VKK. Hopefully I got the name correctly. And then another girl, the good mind and a pretty good body as well. I'm gonna make Ina here is gonna be Feast, so welcome to town. You're gonna be our second archer. I think we already have a bow, so maybe we can get a bow already. It will get a little bit harder. Like the more soldiers you have, the more dangerous enemies you fight in this game. So that's another thing that can be useful to think about early on, so you don't get too many soldiers directly, because it will actually make it harder to survive. So let's get this loom out. We need that one if we're gonna keep working with the tailorer. So I wonder, do we have a good place? I don't think we do. Probably have to go into this house for now. Like I said, these are like temporary things. We're gonna move them inside some real profession houses later. So I got some suggestions for some blacksmith and many more. So if you have more suggestions for buildings or any kind of thing that you think that I should be building that would suit this town, do let me know. So I wonder if I should build this one already, or is that too early, guys? In the very beginning I actually wanted here in the middle to have a fire pit and then tables around it. We could still have a fire pit if we put it further away, but then I would have to change this one. It wouldn't be too troublesome to change it. Would probably just have to go one more step in, because I think the center of the fire pit's fire would be here instead. But I think we'll leave it like that for now. So maybe we should focus on this house. Get that done instead. So here we can also fit one of those fire pits. I'm gonna make similar to how the other side is. I'm gonna change it to this way instead. I hope no one's gonna die out in a blizzard now, because it says something that can only go down 40%. Let's see someone who's outside. Trilicia. Okay, she's not freezing. Okay, so let's check someone else out. Here we have Ace, the defender. This halfling will take damage over time, down to 40% of their health. But it's also risky because it gets slow when they're outside here. They will also drop in morale. And if we do get attacked, they might go down really quick. It's almost like I want to save a little template for like the fireplace itself, because that could save a lot of time actually. So for this house, I'm not sure if I should do the thing I had for this house, if you should do like the same thing I had this kind of thing going on. I think I'm gonna go without that. For this house. And for this one I would love to hang some shields, maybe up here later or in the back and perhaps some at the sides. There we go, a little nice rug sitting there. I think that looks pretty good. I might want to change the floor a little bit to kind of match the other floors that we got. Okay, so there we go. I think that looks pretty nice. Hope you guys like it. That will be a nice new place for 2 people to live at with some pretty good beds and a little bit of decoration. So like I said, once I get more, I will add more. That would be awesome. I definitely would like to do some plays with these skull things later because they do look so awesome. So I wonder where we want to have this one. I think I'm gonna try to get a few things maybe in place. I was thinking that maybe if we should have this one, this house here, to be kind of aligned with the road we got here. We're gonna keep that road. So let's just remove that one. And we can move back a little bit. We don't have to have it so close because we might make it like open here, a big open area where a lot of people will be traveling around and stuff. So this should be aligned. Yeah, there we go. Really nice. So let's see also, where do we want to have this new house then? I feel like I want to start to move down a little bit further down. So I'm just going to remove that one and then let's see if we have some... Maybe we have some good place here. We're going to chop down a few wood. Get away a few trees from here. Stop replanting. I think that's gonna work pretty good, and then I was thinking that maybe we will have maybe pretty open, like a pretty wide road here. It's gonna be quite open, with maybe some shops and professions around surrounding this, and then very open here as well, where it would lead down to the water, where we later on will be playing around with like making a harbor, because if we're gonna go a little bit Viking-ish, we should definitely have a harbor with some longboats and stuff later on. And the lighthouse as well, which was suggested. That would be pretty cool. Hope you guys like that idea. I wonder how we're doing with the food, by the way. We're doing still decent with the food. I think we might actually need perhaps to get like a second trapper maybe. So I wonder, maybe this house would actually be good to have a kind of over here. We can always destroy houses later if you want to do so. So I think I will actually have it next to these houses. And then we build it. So that will be the third building we get done. And I feel we should plan a little bit with the gates and everything here, like to make sure we get it fitting good and everything. So I'm gonna see how wide we're gonna have like the road that's gonna be here. We can get it to kind of match with the road there. I think that would be a good place. So I'm thinking perhaps there would be good. How wide is this gate? 25. 25 is probably... That could probably be a pretty good width for like the road. Then it would continue over here. Then it would be maybe 25. A little bit smaller. Maybe 17 leading down to the harbor area. We'll see. So I think this could be pretty nice. So let's try with some palisade next to this. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. And I've been thinking if I should do like towers on the palisade, the wall here, or if I should maybe have it like behind instead, where archers could be standing up there and shooting down, raining down some arrows. And we can also go on top of here, of course. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's actually build this gate as well. Would be cool to get a gate built and have it here. So this one is also gonna get built soon. Do let me know if you have some specific requests for that one. But guys, this is gonna be it for today with Stonehearth. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode and welcome everyone to the town. So we got quite a few new people here and I still have plenty more on the list. So guys, if you do have building suggestions or any other decorations and stuff like that, do let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. So thanks for watching, hope you had a good time, and see you next time everybody. Take care.